And we're going to get rolling here in just about one more minute. And I know you guys are in for a really special treat because we do have one of my favorite people in all of Ambit. And, you know, he's definitely a mentor of sorts, if you want to call it that. No, he really is. He's such a good guy. He's one of my dear friends in the Houston area. And, you know, he's an executive consultant. Oh, hi, Barbara, out of Connecticut, and Kobe from San Francisco. Welcome. You know, he's an executive consultant. He's got an absolutely gigantic business all over the country. I think he's got well over 50,000 customers in his organization. He's just an incredible guy. And you know what is fantastic? He's a Pure Energy Award winner and A-list and all these different accolades that a lot of you that are seeing this for the first time won't really understand. But let me just tell you this. He is a superstar in this business. He's been with us, I guess, about 8 years now and absolutely killing it. So with that, I'm going to introduce you to my dear friend, Phil Toler. You with us, Phil?
I am, Damien. You are the man, brother. What was this? You are somewhat type of hero. I think that's what. Oh, you said mentor, but let's go with hero. All right. You know, Damien is a great friend of mine. He and Sean, they are true leaders in Ambit Energy. There's no doubt about that. And I'm just excited to be with you guys tonight. For one reason, because I like helping people change something about their set of circumstances. You know, sometimes, you know, if we could show you ways to just make a little bit of extra money, maybe just an extra $1,000 a month, you know, that could change a lot about your circumstances right now. But I'll tell you this. Damien shared just a little bit about how long I've been with Ambit Energy, roughly about 8 years, just a tad over 8 years. And I came in kicking and screaming pretty much. I didn't really want to have anything to do with Ambit. I had tried MLM type of businesses back in the 90s, and you know, they said, "Hey, Phil, you're going to be this up and coming superstar, and we've got our eyes on you. We've got asterisks by your name." And they said, "Just wait, it's going to happen." And I went to meeting after meeting after meeting. I logged miles after miles after miles, and the money that was coming in was going right back out. And then they did the unthinkable. They changed everything about the company. And what that left me with was, well, quite honestly, a bad taste in my mouth. And I said I would never put my reputation on the line anymore. So with that being said, I didn't get involved in any type of network marketing again for years, actually. And it was back in 2008, the end of 2008, when a friend of mine said, "Phil, I've got something you need to see." And I was kind of like, "No, I don't think that you really do, because that sounds like an MLM type of line to me. And quite honestly, I'm really not that interested." And she said, "Well, you just take a look at it. For no other reason, tell me why it won't work. Would you do that, please, for me as my friend?" So I said, "Well, Monica, I will. I'm going to sit down, take about, you say 10 minutes, 15 minutes, fine. And I want to tell you why this is not going to work." And I had a gentleman in my office at the time. I said, "I got good news and bad news for you, Mike. Today, the good news is lunch is on me. The bad news is I've got something that I have to do. I've got to get Monica Taylor off of my back." And he said, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "She's wanting me to watch some type of video, tell her why this thing that she's got herself involved in right now won't work. So and you're going to have to do it with me." So he said, "Okay." So we sat down, and Damien, Sean, for the God's honest truth, I made fun of Ambit Energy for about the first 10 minutes. I didn't want to hear about the vision statement, the leadership, the industry. I could have cared less at the time. I had already made up my mind that I wasn't going to do this. And I was going to look for hole after hole after hole to put into a good argument that I knew she'd probably have when I got back with her. But in about the 10-minute mark, I said, "You know, here I am, and Mike, I'm watching this DVD. We're watching this thing together, and I'm watching it on a laptop. It's plugged into a wall socket, so there might be something really to this, especially if this company is going to allow me to save money on something that I'm already using." So long story short, we got started the next day because, probably like a lot of you guys, I had some questions. So we got started. 17 months later, I was retiring, 3 businesses, and a livelihood that has sustained me for 17 years. So, and I say all that to say this, not to impress you whatsoever at all. See, I don't know anything about you guys that have seen the information tonight, but number one, I applaud you for taking a look. You know, there's a lot of people out there that simply don't know what they don't know. And they're always going to not know what they don't know until somebody shares something with them. And this something tonight for you guys is this Ambit opportunity, an opportunity that changed everything about the rest of my life. Now we live financially free on our own terms. You know, I remember, you know, Damien being a single dad, having 3 businesses, raising 2 girls, working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. And I was so busy making that living, chasing that money, that I missed out on so much time with my 2 daughters. Now I never miss a lunch. Now I never miss a practice. I can go where I want to go. And I say that to say this. This business is no respecter of person. And if I can do this, so can you. So take joy in knowing that this evening you've seen something that can really change everything about the rest of your life too. So really, I want to talk about you tonight, all right? I know pretty much everybody's favorite subject or topic is something they enjoy. So maybe tonight that's your kids. Maybe that tonight is vacation spots that you would like to go to, but the finances aren't quite there for you to take the vacation of your dreams. What would you do if money were absolutely, not an issue? Who would you go with? What would you do? How long would you be gone for? See, I want you to begin tonight to think again. I want you tonight to begin to dream again. And this is not a rah-rah. This is not an inspiration, motivational type of close or anything like that. I just want to talk to you tonight because what I have seen, my experience with Ambit Energy and so many other great leaders across the United States of America right now is Ambit has changed something, if not everything, about the rest of their life financially. And let's face it, guys, when we say that word financially, everybody says, oh, that's just people talking about money. You know, I've tried being broke too, and I prefer to have a little bit of money. You know, money's not everything in life, but it is right up there with oxygen. You have to have it in some form or fashion to sustain life on this planet. If you want to go ahead and give all your money away, fantastic. Think about all the blessings you can be to other people if you had the money. You could pay somebody else's mortgage. You could pay their car payment. Maybe you could buy mom a brand new car, or maybe just maybe it hits closer to home and you wouldn't have to work maybe that job as hard, that 40, 50, 60-hour work week. I know some of you guys probably out there have not just one job, but maybe 2. Maybe you have 2 incomes, 3 incomes to maybe sustain the month-to-month budget. Understand this. This is a different way. You know, right now you're exchanging time for money in your job. There's no leveraged component, not for you anyway. Now there is for your boss, because if I'm not mistaken, the owner of the company is probably not there with you, sitting beside you at your desk, is he or she? No, they're probably on the golf course. They're probably at the lake or at the beach. While who's at work? You. Asking you to do tonight is not to think like an employee anymore. I want you to think like an employer. And the employees that you're going to employ, even though you won't be anyone's boss per se, you're going to give them an opportunity that not only can change your life, but in turn, it will change their life. You know, Zig Ziglar once said, you know, if you help everyone else get out of life what they want, well, in this type of business, everything good comes back your way as well. You know, I always tell people all across the country in meetings or in our team, our organization, all across Ambit land is simply this. If, and this is a big if you do the right thing, at the end of the day, you'll get the right result. Now, see, I don't know when the end of that day is for you. You know, it might be a 24-hour period. It might be a week period. It might be a 6-month period. It might be a 1-year or 2-year period. But I do know this. If you keep your nose to the grindstone and not let people dissuade you from the task at hand, and what is your task at hand here? It's simple. You're putting the opportunity in front of some other people and then allowing them to tell you either I want to save money or make money. It's really that simple. Or maybe I'm not interested. And if that's the case, get some referrals. See, this business really is simple. So why can you succeed in this business? Well, because yes, it's personal relationship marketing, and the leverage component is really here for you. And the reason I say personal relationship marketing is, when you mention MLM or network marketing, sometimes people have a bent against that. But if you use the terminology, this is word of mouth advertising. And all it is now linked to something that people, well, they simply don't want to live without. Energy, electricity, natural gas, solar. So let me ask you a question. What would happen right now, if the lights went out in your house? What would you do? What would happen if the lights went out in your house and the cell phone, it just died? You didn't have it charged up. What would you do if your gas tank in your car sat empty and there was a power outage in your neighborhood and you couldn't pump gas out of the gas pump? Think about this, guys. How big a part electricity plays in your life. And now, no pun intended, now you can basically make money offering something that people already have. You have your light bulb moment. Hopefully that's the case, even as I'm speaking. But why can this work for you? Because now it's word of mouth advertising and it's linked to a service. Again, electricity, natural gas, solar. No more is it product driven. See, there are a lot of great network marketing companies out there. Make no mistake, they're great companies. But at the end of the day, when money's tight, and let's face it, not everybody wants to pay retail anymore for vitamins or supplements. And let's also face it, the supplement that's out today, in 6 months, 12 months, it might not even be the same supplement. It might be the version 2.0 or 2.1 or 3.0. My goodness, think about your cell phone. Do you have an iPhone 4 anymore? Probably not. Well, what do you have? Do you have a Galaxy? Is it the Galaxy 5? Probably not. They're talking about iPhone 8s, and before too long, it's going to be iPhone 10s and 11s and Samsung 12s and 14s. Everything always evolves. But this thing called electricity, it's a constant. And when you can tie your income to a constant, then in my opinion anyway, you've began to hit a home run each and every single time you go up and take a swing at the plate. So why can it work? It's a product, not a service. And you don't have to basically commit to 30 and 40 hours like you would a part-time or a full-time type of job. If you've got 15 to 20 minutes to invest in yourself in a company called Ambit Energy, we can show you a way that using your commute to and from work, how you can put something into play that over a period of time will take you out of that commute and allow you to stay home and get up, when the alarm clock, what is an alarm clock? I have no clue anymore. Why? Because I don't have to wake up with one anymore. See, we're talking about time freedom. We're talking about financial freedom. And let's face it, you've seen that compensation plan, right? And it was probably as clear as mud for you. Didn't make a whole lot of sense, and that's okay, because I can promise you this. Whatever walk of life you're from, whatever you do to make money right now, currently today, you're probably better at it today than what you were when you first began your journey. Now, is that a correct statement? I assume so. If not, you're probably on your way out, okay? So we're just going to assume that that's a correct statement. So what I would suggest to you is get started with something and then learn it. Hone your craft. Find you a mentor. I couldn't think of anybody better than Sean Cornett, Damon Pikachik, and Steve Thompson. There are a host of other great Ambit leaders all across the United States of America. But in my opinion, these are some of the finest. So we've got great mentors in Ambit. So hook up with someone and they'll show you all the complexities of the compensation plan. It's not really that hard to understand. But I've seen other compensation plans in network marketing, and really, in my opinion, this is one of the easiest. Okay? But you're not going to understand it tonight. Understand where the first $100 comes from. They'll teach you that, and then you'll be well on your way to earning some financial freedom in a relatively short amount of time. Now, let's talk about time real quick, and we're coming to a quick end this evening because I always want to be respectful of your time. The perfect timing, well, it cannot be more true of a statement ever in Ambit Energy than what it is right now. See, once upon a time, no one knew who Ambit was. And it was a little harder to go ahead and bring customers in or to bring people that had the vision to see, I understand this might be a way to earn some additional income on a part-time basis. So absolutely, yes, I'm going to invest and I'm going to take a chance on myself, hoping that this is going to work. But quite honestly, it was harder. Now we have more markets. We have more territories. We have more states, 15 states. Washington, D.C. as well, and now a brand new country. Are you kidding me? Our co-founders right now, even as we speak, are on foreign soil in Japan. Had over 500 people in attendance. We're not even launched there yet, but people are excited because they see opportunity. So can I ask you this question? How many people do you know? Or do you know someone that knows someone that lives in Japan? They might just be your next door neighbor. If you've never brought that topic up in conversation, if you get started with our company, that would be one of the first conversations, in my opinion, that I would bring up, okay? Because there's nothing like a first mover's advantage, and you have it in your hands even as we speak. So the timing for Ambit Energy couldn't be any better, but is the timing right for you? See, at the end of the day, Ambit is a great vehicle. There are other great vehicles out there. I understand. In my opinion, Ambit Energy is hands down the best opportunity in the entire United States, soon to be the world, that I think we're going to see. I know for a fact that it's changed everything about the rest of my life. But I do know this. In closing, people always come through three different camps. When you see a compensation plan like this, and when you hear people talk about being financially free and being time free and not having to punch a clock anymore and being able to get up when you're done sleeping, sometimes that sounds too good to be true. So hopefully, and this is what it is, it's hope. Hopefully you caught a glimpse of hope tonight, because that's the first camp that everybody has to go through. Well, Phil, it looks good. And man, I just hope that money there that I saw in the compensation plan, I hope that can be my story too. I hope it can work for me. But as you begin to build your organizations and you begin to increase the value of your organization by helping other people increase something about their lives, helping them financially, again, it comes your way. You'll enter into a land of belief, the second camp that people live in. And you only get to the land of belief when you start making some money. But the unique thing about the land of belief is the more money that you make, the more people that you help, the more belief level you will have. And over a period of time, it might be 6 months, it might be 12 months, it might be 18 months, it might be 24 months. See, it all depends on your organization, how much effort that you're going to sink into your new business venture. You'll enter that final land, that land of no, not N-O, but K-N-O-W. You know this business will work, and there's no one that can tell you that it won't, because it's already changed things about your life, about your finances, about the way you live your life. So hope, belief, know, understand those are camps that are right around the corner for you. The only thing you have to do is say, yes, I'm going to take $100 bill and I'm going to invest in myself. Guys, can I just be real honest? $100. $75 to get started, $24.95. Most people are going to spend $75 and within 2 to 3 weeks forget where they spent it. So why not take that money, invest in yourself, and begin to multiply, not your checking account, but your savings account. Okay, your savings account. So with that being said tonight, I just urge you to go ahead and get started with this. Follow the proven system, steps A, B, C. You've got great mentors, great leaders that will teach you this business. All you have to do is make the decision to say that one little word, and that one little word is yes, and then follow it up with, let's get started right now. So whoever put you in front of these videos tonight, let them know, hey, I'm in, I'm not going to miss this, I need help, put me in front of the system, teach me how to do this business, and let's make some money together. God bless you guys. Thanks for being on the call with us tonight on the video chat. And Damian, Sean, thanks for having us on again tonight. God bless you guys. Take care. Have a great evening.